What it do, YouTube? It's your man Get back with another video, back with another reaction. Y'all see I got the dog sitting behind me. Queen P, she's cool too, you know. I remember with Queen P, I was down in Houston. I remember I was doing a load down there. I tried to reach out to her, tried to get a collab in with her, DM'd her on Instagram, but I could imagine how many DMs she get from cats trying to throw themselves at her, lusting, trying to holler at her. You know, I'm not gonna be trying to get in no female through the social media if I was a single man trying to have me something. I'm happily married, man. I just, you know, just want to bring a message to the females. I know a lot of the guys like watching these girls and they channels get to going crazy just off their looks and their beauty. But shout out to Queen P. You know, she's be pulling those containers. She's working them container yards down there in the Houston area. You know, always on the go, always grinding, always has a positive message. Outside of the trucking, she's normally doing like lifestyle vlogs, exercise, and you know, fitness and stuff like that. Real motivational young black woman. Salute to you, Queen P.
Every day. So bring the things you need so you can feel comfortable on the truck. It is so easy to feel comfortable on the truck. You know, you might think that it isn't, but try to just bring what you need. Do not over bring. You know, women tend to bring so much stuff that you don't need. You don't need 7 pairs of jeans for the whole week. You know, like seriously, think about it. You can bring like 3 or 4 pair and be okay. You know, because we tend to overdo it and you don't need to. Because jeans, you don't have to wash your jeans every day. Now, if you're wearing leggings, that's a different story. Of course, bring as many as you need when it comes to that, because you can't rewear your leggings. Like, come on now, don't do that. But you know, you don't have to wash your jeans every day. So, you know, it could be every other day or however you want to do it, but not every day. They're jeans. But for leggings, I would say bring as many as you need if that's all you wear. Because I wear leggings, I do not rewear my leggings. Like, I put them in the dirty hamper. I don't care if I was in them for an hour, I'm going to get another pair of leggings. So, you know, jeans are different. Just try to minimize what you usually would, you know, pack like on a regular trip, like you were going to Florida somewhere. Like in trucking, you don't have to overdo it. Just bring what you need. And then like for your facial care and all of that, like try to compromise.
Chae Beauty, she is on YouTube as well. I haven't really watched much of her content. Chocolate girl, silky long hair. You know, you see her sitting right here with her frames on and her big furry coat. You know what I mean? What would you do, fellas, if you pulled up to the fuel island and seen that sitting right there next to you getting ready to pump diesel? What you gonna do, man? You gonna get out and pump her diesel and clean her windshield for her or what?
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Chae Beauty. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you. So today's video, we are about to get into some things, y'all. So I'm just going to encourage you guys based on how I have changed my life since I became a truck driver, since I got my CDL. I'm sitting in the parking lot, so you'll hear cars passing. But the main thing I want you to take from this is that if you are looking for something, I feel like a lot of people are just like lost. They don't know exactly like what to do so that they can take that next step or get to their next level. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. That's to get your CDL and figure out what lane you want to go in, whether it be bus driver, shuttle driver for the airport, shuttle driver for hotels, anything. Like with your CDL, there's a lot that you can do. You can do local transportation. You don't have to be an OTR truck driver, but I prefer OTR truck driving simply because most of the time I'm driving on the interstate and I'm like between cities, so I'm never really in traffic. I might run into traffic maybe once while I'm driving, sometimes not even that, but it's never like so much traffic because I drive at night also.
Got this other young lady right here that I found, man. Her name is Cody. I believe she's on YouTube. I really didn't find too much content on her. I just thought her story was quite amazing to be as young as she was. Kind of remind me of like my son getting started early. I like how she has her mom and her dad behind her in her corner, helping her, push her to do the right thing and pursue the trucking industry as well. Red bone, young girl, working hard. dedicated. You know, I was tripping off the fact how she said like when she had lost her brother, how it just motivated her to just grind harder and stay focused and stay away from the wrong people. And I think that's a good message for the young ladies and for the young men as well. You don't have to be old up in age and have, you know, a lot of years behind you to just have wisdom. You know, they got some people like they call them a man child, and I consider myself to be that. You know, being real young, was pretty advanced with my thinking, and a lot of times people grow up a little bit faster with their thoughts and in their mental before their age, you know. So it is what it is. Let's check her out. Let's hear what her message is.
Truck drivers typically to society are men, but women have been trucking for years and we're just as good as men are. Hello, my name is Cody and I'm a 23-year-old truck driver. Around the time when I decided to start truck driving, my brother passed away and I was just like really hurt, and I was just trying to turn my negative into a positive. So I was like, I'm gonna get into something new, and then my dad introduced me to trucking. Once I seen how he was able to make a living off of it, make a career off of it, I was like, I'm going for it. And once I got into it, I was like, this is for me. Like, I love the trucking life. When I first got into a truck, I felt scared. Like, I was just calling my mom, like, just talk to me, just stay on the phone. But I mean, once like my first 2 or 3 days passed by, I was okay.
My name is Chandra and I'm Cody's mom. It made me nervous at first, but Cody has always been her own person, and she's definitely one of the people that conquers her dreams and she lives up to her aspirations. She does anything that she put her mind to.
People are always confused. Like, every time I walk into a truck stop, they're like, are you a truck driver? Is that you driving that truck? Like, you gotta be kidding me. That's not you. They always say like, you don't look like you drive a truck, and I never really understood. A lot of people try to put a particular person and attach it to a truck driver. Anybody could be a truck driver. Like, I'm working, but I still want to look good. Like, I shouldn't have to look manly, or I shouldn't have to be dirty.
Koko's journey. I'm sure a lot of the fellas, you guys have seen her on YouTube. Big following, whole lot of subscribers. She started out in a day cab just as I did, stayed down in the game, ended up getting a few pieces of equipment later on, some years after that, got out of the game. I think she started pursuing like a rap career. She had got like a viral video that went crazy on YouTube amongst other platforms. Can't play it for you, don't want to be dealing with no copyright strikes. She do pack that iron too, man. I seen a little story time that she had gave where she was, I believe, was messing with that other driver on YouTube, man, brother named Chase and Andrew Jackson. I think they fell out or whatever. She ended up pulling the iron out on the boy when they was all together, her, him, and his mom. Crazy, wild story, man. She's a beast, man. Nice looking young lady. She just started recently back making content on YouTube. Koko don't play around either, man. Koko is vicious. She's when she's not trucking, I like the fact that how she's always trying to pursue anything that she can to get to a bag, man. Real entrepreneur spirit. She also has made like a couple vlogs with her investing into some real estate investment properties, houses, I believe, in the Carolinas and duplexes, and I think that's really important to put your money in other areas outside of just wholeheartedly being in trucking. You know, you always have some other stuff to fall back on, and real estate is always a plus. You know, just cash flowing from your tenants, building the equity in the buildings that you purchase. And salute to you, Koko, for that. Keep up the hard work and keep trucking, drive safe, and be safe on that highway.
What am I talking about? Hold on. Okay, on this truck, I need 2 new stairs with a new alignment. I need 1, 2, probably 2 more drive tires, right, to be on the safe side. And for my trailer, I think I need 4 trailer tires. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. I'm not gonna lie, out of this truck and this truck, which one is my favorite? Probably this one. I feel like this truck right here, my FLD prepared me for the classic. Honestly, if I'm just being honest, you know, I like this one more. This one, I've been through way more stuff with this truck, so it's told me a lot, honestly. It's taught me a lot. I came all the way from New Mexico, for the people that forgot. So, this is my baby right here. I ain't even gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. I love this truck. I love this truck. I don't have kids, so you know, it's like, you know, it's my kid, I guess. We're gonna see if it's gonna crank for y'all today. That's the thing. I'm gonna see if it's going to crank. Who thinks it's gonna crank? Who thinks it's not gonna crank? Do I think it's gonna crank? Do I think it's gonna crank? Yes. I'm gonna go with yes.
Ladies, if you're watching, I hope you all enjoyed the content from these 4 young ladies. Real inspirational. Know that you can do it as well. If you're looking for a career, or you've always been kind of having some interest or fascination with driving semi-trucks, go for it. You know, I actually been studying here and there with my wife as well. She's also been considering getting her CDL and not just driving full-time, but sometimes when she ride with me, you know, she can take the wheel of Black Dog when we cutting across country. Instead of just always sitting back there in the sleeper talking my ears off, I could actually, you know, jump in the passenger seat and help give her some guidance, just, you know, helping me out. Do whatever it is that you put your mind to, man. Anything that the mind can conceive, you can achieve. Just because you're a female, that don't mean you can't get behind the wheel of one of these big, massive machines. Don't let the size intimidate you. It's just like riding a bike. I remember before my son got his license, he was real intimidated. I was always pull up and like, you know, come on, man, let's roll, get behind the wheel. Fast forward 3 years later, he's 3 years in of having his CDL, and you know, you can't pry him out the truck. Just hope he wouldn't have went to that company he's working with and got spoiled with them automatic transmissions, and you know, was cranking up that Bumblebee working locally. But why pull him off his job when he's been with a company that he's been very successful with, getting all of his experience, you know, just to be selfish, let's say, to come work with his dad and be driving the Bumblebee and over here scratching and scruffling and doing bad with the freight market the way it is today. You know, I'm already having issues just trying to keep myself busy and keeping Black Dog running. So I definitely would not want to pull him in to, you know, be sitting twiddling his thumbs waiting for me to dispatch him every day when he's over there Monday through Friday with something dedicated, pulling local. New drivers a shot. He's been doing well with them, so I don't want to pull him off his post to come over here and scruffle it with me. But yeah, ladies, go for it. You know, get to watching YouTube videos, get to studying, you know, to show yourself approved, get your permit, go get in trucking school, you know, go get on with a carrier, get your little 2-year initiation experience in. If you want to eventually be an owner operator, you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.